Hey everyone, I'm Valentina and welcome to Myth Taken, where today we're diving into Japan with the goddess Inari Okami. I speak Japanese, Spanish, and English, and I pick Inari not just because I speak Japanese as a third language, it's because I'm also a huge fan of Japanese culture, and to let you guys know, she is full of surprises. Japan's culture is deeply tied to two major religions, Buddhism and Shintoism. We're focused on Shintoism, which honors kami. Kami, Inari Okami, you see that trick? Kami are spirits in nature, objects, and ancestors. Inari Okami, as the name itself, is one of those kami, associated with rice, harvest, and prosperity. The word kami also refers to goddess, and here we are. Is she a goddess? Is she a fox? It's a kami is the same? Let's find out. Segment 1. Who is Inari Okami? Let's start with the origin. The book published in 2004 from Batgate, The Folks and Crafts Japanese Religion and Culture, Shapeshifters, Transformations, and Duplicity, relates the famous origin of the tale of Inari Okami. This is where everything started. And it talks about Tamamo no Mae, a beautiful woman who turned out to be a powerful nine-tailed fox spirit. After making the emperor ill, she fled the court, and when her true form was revealed, she got exorcised after multiple sexual encounters with the emperor. This shape-shifting character connects directly to Inari. We know that she's a goddess, so she has supernatural powers. Often dismissed as androgynous or female, then turned into a fox? Total gender bender icon. I wish to be her sometimes. Within a society with strict gender norms, Inari stands out as a fluid and personal. That's the statement of Simers in her book published on 1996 and 1999. Points out that also followers Inari Okami more than a female, but it also a fox who has this non-binary figure, which I think is really cool. Thinking the Japanese society is pretty straight with all the genders and the LGBT community, made this goddess stand out as a shapeshifter. Segment 2. Misconceptions. Now let's clear things up. Is Inari a fox? Yeah, not exactly. The fox is more of the idea of the companion or a familiar. You know, the little black cat of Sabrina the Witch? Kinda like that. Keller in 2022 explains that foxes hung around rice fields, which led to the association with Inari. You know, goddess of rice. So foxes are more likely Inari messengers or bodyguards. Or besties, or pets, whatever you want to call it. Smyers in the 1996 again even describes more about Inari shrines with fox statues regarding them. That's why that misconception can come, saying that is that the goddess itself? But no. In the Catalpa Bow article, there is a passage warning about marrying into a fox-owning families, showing how serious the fox association can be because it's directly to Inari Okami. So myth taken number 1. Inari Okami is not a fox. The foxes serve her as familiar. Segment 3. Multiple faces of Inari. Is there a true form of Inari? Is there an image that we can relate to Inari? Nope. She's up to everyone. From foreigners to business people, people see her how they need to. And that's explained in Smyers' article in 1999. Shares the stories of Inari being like a mother figure. An interview with a priest in the same article, this priest states that someone who watches over you, that's Inari. Inari is someone that you reach out when even doctors cannot help. And I think that's actually pretty heartwarming. Because usually Inari is despite as someone seductive. A reputation from old stories, Inari is more about being this woman who betrayed the emperor instead of her real self. She's more for the community, protection, and hope. And here we have myth taking number 2. She's not a temper, she's your local. Caring for rice goddess? and a really charming lady like you can see as your mother. Imagine that. This is an extra. Inari's presence is everywhere in Japan. Keller in 2022 explained how, especially in Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, thousands of shrines are dedicated to her across the country. Can you believe that? She's deeply respected in professional and personal life for Japanese citizens. Segment 4. Pop Culture. Now the fun part begins, and our last segment, anime. Pop culture mostly. Most people expect Inari to show up as a geisha or seductive woman, but that's not how anime or modern media sees her. We're in Japan. Let's talk about some animes that make a reference on Inari Okami. The most popular one, Naruto. The nine-tailed fox Kurama is a destructive but powerful force sealed inside the protagonist. Sounds familiar? A fox spirit with power and protection? Come on, classic Inari vibes. Then, my all-time favorite, Kamisama Hashime Mashita, where Tomoe, a fox yokai who serves a god that we don't know who that god is, but being a fox, you know who that is. Tomoe falls in love with a girl that stumbles into his shrine. It is romantic, it is mysterious, and it's a perfect twist and glimpse of Inari's story. Fox's devotion, but also that sweet but dangerous energy. Oh man, you will fall in love with him. So we have taken number 3 solved. Inari is not always the seductive and mischievous woman. No, in pop culture, her is a guardian, protector, and lover. Well, thanks for joining me in this myth-busting ride. Inari Okami is so much more than a fox or a seductive spirit. She's a gender-fluid, protective goddess who fills into Japan's everyday life. From rice fields to anime, next time you see a fox statue or your favorite anime fox character, make a wish. Inari might be watching. This is Valentina, and in Japanese we'll say, Mata ne.